Hi, Emma King from Beedance here. How are you all? This week, I think we've all been a little shell shocked. We're seeing events cancelling, countries closing, regions closing, military presence being put into towns and cities around the globe. And there's a virus that is not on our computers, but in our environment that is of huge concern. And what I've seen this week, I've been inundated by a number of requests on Emma, how do I convert something I was going to deliver physically and place it online? When you're seeing events like South by Southwest cancelled, or the McDonald's Global Conference, or the Facebook Developers Conference, you know that there's a big momentum behind this concern, and rightly so. And these face-to-face meetings, we have content that we need to share. So let's talk about how we can get that content online. So I thought it was important to sort of draft a quick guide to migrating such events into the virtual space. And it's really not as simple as moving the curriculum online. That's kind of like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And you really want to think about how to make this engaging for the participants who are consuming this content. Now, I have successfully fit a square peg into a round hole, and that's actually by breaking that square peg down into small chunks that can be posted through that round hole. So here is my top 5 do's and don'ts. So number 1, don't. Think that you can deliver the exact same content that you were going to deliver in your physical setting in the same amount of time online. People's attention rates are simply not going to hold, and it's significantly less in a virtual setting. 2, don't think that all content needs to be live. You can simulate it live, you can pre-record some content, and think about it as being on-demand content. Think of the success of Netflix being on demand, Hulu being on demand and live, the same with Amazon Prime. 3, look at your curriculum and break it down into 3 parts: live, simulated live, and on demand, so that people can watch it at any time. And once the session has played, make it available online so that people, if they miss that session, can watch it again. In fact, that's an advantage of virtual. If you're at a physical conference and you miss a session, you miss the session. 4, don't assume that using WebEx or Zoom or Adobe Connect or BlueJeans is the answer. Look at the number of people who registered for the physical event. Then think about the people who are going to join because this event is now online. There's going to be extra volume. And the tools that I mentioned are phenomenal tools for everyday collaboration and smaller meetings. But if you're going to have upwards of 200 people joining a meeting, joining a training, joining an interactive event, then you want to understand the tool that you are going to use. And tools like Intrado Studio, On24, Facebook Live, Livestream have the capacity for the larger volumes, but each of them have different features and functionality that you can leverage to make it more engaging. So it's important to know your tool. And number 5, it's really important to leverage someone who knows the tools and who also understands how to make online content engaging. It's simply not about pushing PowerPoint slides. It's about being on camera. It's about leveraging the students' attention, giving them tasks, asking them to interact with you. And there's a number of tools that can do that. So you want someone who can quickly help you convert the previous materials into online materials, and someone who can work with the subject matter experts to help them understand how to convert that content also. Virtual sessions, while it won't and it can't, right, replace the dynamic of that face-to-face activity and content, it will enable you to stay present with your core audience as you were going to do at your physical event, workshop, training, etc. So you can still bring value to money or value for money, and ensure that you aren't losing the attention of that targeted audience, and the fact that you've had to cancel due to who could have ever foreseen this circumstance. Now, if only we could develop a virtual food truck that would take me to Austin. I'm really going to miss their food this year. If you want to learn more, click on the blog below, or the link below. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We at beedance are here to help you.